What's up, everybody? It's NBA Friday, and it's time for some total chaos. I've got these two guys from the Insiders Room here to break down 5 games that are happening Friday, December 9th. They're going to tell us if those NBA games go over or under the total, and whoever gets the most correct comes back as the champ. My name's Allie Burns from Picks Parlays. You can find me on Twitter at +moneyhoney, and you can find the Insiders Room crew all over the Twitters. Nick Parsons, how's it feel to be back? 64, 56, and 6 is your record. How's it going, friend?
Yeah, not bad. I didn't actually win last Thursday, but Rye Cape and Joey couldn't come. They'll be back next Thursday. So hey, AM is here, and I'm feeling good, and this should be an exciting one.
AM, I haven't seen you in a minute. Your record's 15 and 15, breaking even there. How do you feel about being back in the Total Chaos ring?
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's good to be back, and I'm ready to turn that record into a winning record.
How's your World Cup been going? Just real quick, while no one's listening. How's your World Cup going?
Oh, it's been really good. I'm on a 9-1 run since the knockout stage has started. So lots of excitement with these knockout stages. A lot better than the group stage, that's for sure.
I loved the group stage. I was really into the group stage, but knockout's fun too. Group was just a little easier for me to count. Okay, anyway, now we're going to do Total Chaos. Obsessed with World Cup. Okay, so everyone hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And before we get going, don't forget about my official sponsor, Caesars Sportsbook, okay? Up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet. Win or lose, they're dropping the money back in your account and 1,000 reward credits and 1,000 tier credits. Use that promo code right there, Woodful. All right, that's your promo code. Okay, so here we go. Nick, you're going to go first, and we are going to start out this Friday basketball card with the Lakers and the. I know, right? How way off am I? Lakers are at the Sixers. 224 is your number, Nick. Over or under the total?
Well, the Lakers did rest AD and LeBron in their most recent loss in Toronto. They lost 126-113. LA has now lost 2 straight after winning 5 of its previous 6. LA is definitely playing better, obviously, these days. Now, Philadelphia, it's off a disappointing 132-123 overtime loss at Houston. The 76ers, they only average 109 points per game. Both these teams are still dealing with injuries. Guys, I think that this one is going to be sort of more of a defensive affair. I'm going under.
All right, under we go. What do you think, AM?
Yeah, so I'm going to go the opposite way. I like the over in this one. The Lakers have actually had over 230 points scored in 6 of their last 7 games. So I'm expecting this one to be a little more competitive and high scoring one in that sense. I also expect, AD to play, and I expect the Lakers to bounce back in this situation. So I can see this one getting up in scoring for sure.
Now, when you say AD is going to play, you mean more than 8 minutes, right? More than the 8 minutes. Okay, good deal. Pistons are at the Grizz, AM. The number's 228. What do you got for me?
Yeah, so this one I kind of like the under in. Obviously the Grizzlies are a big favorite in this one, and I'm expecting a bit of a blowout. The Pistons have been a better home team all year and even last year. The last 2 games that the Pistons actually played went under 215 points total. There were also one team didn't even reach 100 points in both of those games. So I'm expecting this one to be a lower scoring one. The Pistons also have had less than 210 points scored in their last 2 road games. So I could see the Grizzlies just handling this one easily, and this one's going to stay under.
All right, Nick, what do you think about this one?
I am getting in the bus with AM. I mean, the problem with Detroit is that it's just 3-11 on the road. It only averages 109.9 points per game. It beat Miami 116-96, and then the next night lost 104-99 to New Orleans. The Grizzlies, they lost 122-112 at home, and they lost 122-112 to the Grizzlies at home just last week. Memphis has then gone on to win its next 2, beating Miami 101-93 and Oklahoma City 123-102. So, yeah, I think that Detroit will have difficulties here scoring. So I think this number is a little high. I'm with AM, going under.
All right. I'm a mess today. I'm sorry. I'm coughing. I'm talking about baseball. I'm just a mess today. I'm sorry. All right. So Suns are at the Pelicans. We got a 227 on this one, Nick.
Well, we've talked about some pretty crummy teams up to this point, but now we get to talk about two pretty good teams here. The Suns, they're 16-8. They average 115.8 points per game. They're coming off, though, a 125-98 home loss to Boston. That's significant for my play here, though, and that's because the Suns have seen the total go over the number in 8 of their last 11 after coming off a straight up and against the spread home loss in which they were held to 99 or fewer points in. Now, the Pelicans, they're 15-8. They're off a 104-98 home win over the Pistons, but they average 116.7 points per game. That ranks 5th overall. And so I think this will be a faster-paced, wide-open game. I'm going over.
All right, AM, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with Nick on this one. I like the over for sure. You have two really good teams. Obviously, the Suns have been one of the best in the Western Conference in the NBA for the last few years now. And now, the Pelicans with Zion Williamson, they're starting to gain some steam with him back, and they're really got something to prove this year that they're going to be a force in the Western Conference. So I can see this one being a close, competitive game all night, and I expect it to get up there in scoring for sure. Two good, very good offensive teams.
I'm excited to watch that one for sure. T-Wolves are at the Jazz. It's a 2:35.5 a.m.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the over in this one as well. Minnesota in 3 of their last 5 they've had more than 236 points. Actually, 4 of their last 5 have had 236 points or more in them. And same with the Utah Jazz. 3 of their last 4 have gone over this specific total, and the Jazz have actually scored 120 points themselves in 3 of those 4 games. So I'm expecting this one to be a competitive one where each team pushes each other all night and puts that over the total.
All right. Nick, what do you got?
Yeah, Minnesota, one of these teams that struggled this year to find chemistry. It's 11-12, but it does average 115.2 points per game, coming off the 121-115 win over Indiana. The Jazz, they started off the year really well, then they've sort of fallen on harder times, but they still average 117.9 points per game. That's 3rd overall in the NBA, and they're also coming off a big 124-123 home win over Golden State. These teams played on October 21st. Utah won by a score of 132-126 in overtime. This one might not see overtime, but I still think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm with AM. I like the over.
All right, they like to play. All right, Bucks are at the Mavs. This is our prime time game on Friday night. The number's 223, and it's to you, Nick.
Yeah, the Bucks, they are 17-6. They're coming off a 126-113 home win over the Kings. Overall, Milwaukee averages 113.1 points per game. It's been one of the better defensive teams. Dallas, it's 13-11 after a win at Denver. And the Mavericks, they average 111.7 points per game. Now, these teams did play in Milwaukee. The Bucks won by a score of 124-115. The total went well over the posted number of 216.5 in that one. This total is a little bit higher than that, but I still don't think it's high enough, guys. I'm going over in this one as well.
Woo! All right, AM.
So I am going to go the opposite way. I like the under in this one. The Dallas Mavericks, they've been a very good team at home, obviously, and both these teams are healthy, which I think is key here. I think you're going to see a lot of good defensive play. The Mavericks they've actually gone under 220 points in 3 of their last 6 games at homes, but the Bucks have gone under 220 points in their last 5 straight on the road. So I'm definitely expecting this to be a more defensive battle with both teams healthy, and I could see this one staying under the number.
All right, so a little bit of disagreement there, but that's cool because someone's got to win. We are going to do a recap and go over all those picks. But first, I want to let you guys know where you can find more of the Insiders Room crew. And a great place to start out is at the Insiders Room Discord, all right? It's at the Insiders Room over on Twitter. Nick, tell them what they're going to find when they get there. Tell them all about the Insiders Room.
Well, yeah, that's absolutely the easiest way to come over there. And yeah, just a huge community of bettors over there, and so just lots of tips and picks and different things going on. So yeah, come check us out there. But of course, you can also find myself as the Insiders Room over at picksandparlays.net, and I also have lots going on over there, and you can check me out over there.
Yes. Insider's Room is always up on the leaderboards over at picksandparlays.net. Find them, click on them, buy a package, and then use the promo code NFL. It's going to save you 20% off whatever you get from the Insider's Room. AM, as I alluded to earlier, you're one of the betting geniuses, you and Sean Miller, huge soccer guy, but you do lots of stuff. Tell the people what you're all about.
Yeah, soccer is my expertise, but I love every sport. Obviously football season is starting to dwindle down, and you're super excited for the baseball season already, which I can definitely get in line with all these moves happening lately. But I'm definitely, I do all sports. I was even doing some Women's Champions League today for the soccer. So, I'm one of those guys that just, if I can find value on it, I'll find a bet.
Yep, that's just it. I don't need to watch it. I just need an angle. That's all. That's all. All right, guys. So again, find them at the Insider's Room over on Twitter. Get lots and lots and lots of free picks and advice. And it's a group of really cool guys. You see them on Total Chaos all the time. Really sharp guys. Lots of great info. Okay, so here's your recap. Lakers and Sixers, 224. Nick is under. AM goes over. We do agree that Pistons Grizzlies 228 is too many points. We're taking it under. Suns and the Pels is a 227. They agree again. This one's going over. T-Wolves are at the Jazz. It's a 235 and a hook. They're both taking this one over, but we split again when the Bucks play the Mavericks in our primetime spot. 223. Nick goes over and AM takes it under. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Total Chaos. And like I always say, may the best capper win. Bye, guys.